snatches it back off the right corner boards, hits McDavid to the net, shot, score! Put it over the right shoulder of Vladar, perfectly placed power play goal. Time 5:55. McDavid goals in back-to-back games, and Edmonton takes a 1-0 lead.
You got Dan Vladar cheating a bit, and Vladar has to sit there and look for a pass across as the Oilers threw the puck around. David walks in and on the end line elevates the puck up and over the shoulder.
Third of the preseason for McDavid, who scored the overtime winner here against Vancouver. Then opened the floodgates Monday night in Seattle, and that was just a seeing eye wrist shot upstairs, but off the boards in front of the Calgary bench. Solovyov able to track it down, but he quickly turns it over. McDavid off to Bouchard, right circle wrist shot, and a stop made by Dan Vladar. It's McDavid between Kane and Connor Brown, and off the draw, the Oilers work it around McDavid inside. One-timer score, Connor Brown. 2-0 Edmonton.
Oilers working the cycle, and Connor Brown found an open spot. Connor McDavid found him, and he just wired one home. And for Connor Brown, the skating, I think, has been a surprise, and he was always a relentless, dogged, determined skater.
Surprisingly good, you mean?
Yes, but
coming off the knee injury?
Coming off, I mean, it was November 1st, Jack, he had that ACL surgery, but that's the sort of thing that should excite Oilers fans, is he found an open spot, and Connor to Connor, and it's 2-0 Edmonton.
Well, he hopes he can rinse and repeat about 30 times when the regular season is upon us. A steal by Ruzicka, kick back to the point, a shot does not make it through from DeSimone, and snatched eventually by Pettersson. Quick chance for Ruzicka, and that handcuffs Skinner, but he's able to stop the puck with no rebound. 7:31 to go in the first period. One motion, able to wheel and fire it down the ice. Now in his 8th year as a pro. Good year in Tampa. Off the rush is Zadorov, who had the scoring touch last year, blew one past the glove of Stuart Skinner. And a guy you don't think of, but was very quietly in the top 10 among NHL defensemen in scoring. Whistled one underneath the glove of Stuart Skinner, make it 2-1. And he just carried it through the neutral zone, Bob, let it fly. I didn't think a dangerous looking chance, but he beat Stuart Skinner clean.
14, as you mentioned, last year.
Threw it across, and it's out of the zone, courtesy of Jordan Osterley. We're live from our Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home of no interest, no payments for 1 year. Puck nudged toward the Oiler net by Pospisil, centering pass, and it's tied. A one-timer ripped home by Walker Duehr. And Pospisil won a battle, freed it up in the slot, and Walker Duehr walked in and scored untouched. It's 2-all.
Oh, you said it. Pospisil won the puck battle down low against Evan Bouchard, and Walker Duehr, who had a decent close last year for the Flames, 7 goals, 11 points in 27 games, came out of Minnesota State Mankato, wires one home, and it's tied at 2.
Won himself a job is what he did, Bob. And it's funny because you and I didn't see Calgary in the new year. And what happened over those intervening 40 games is Walker Duehr became an NHL regular. Obviously, the horrific cut suffered in Tampa, but then Bob hurt himself again midsection.
Yep.
A few games back. Kane a steal, breakaway, moving in, shooting and scoring. Lane Peterson, and Edmonton regains the lead 3-2. And that's a big goal for a guy with a spot on the roster on the line.
Well, Lane Peterson can shoot the puck. That's one of the things he does well, and I don't think he's certainly been given lots of opportunity. And that time he got a stretch pass, full head of steam going. He's a right-handed shot cut in, but Kane made a great feathered one up the middle to him, about a 35-footer. And then Peterson with a nice shot. 3-2 Oilers.
Then as you mentioned, I mean, he can score. NHL career, 4 goals, 11 points in 71 games with 4 different clubs. 2 last year, being the Canucks and the Blue Jackets. Here's a lead pass. Holloway's in, backhander denied. trying to go 5-hole on Dan Vladar, and he's got it.
Time Peterson with a great pass. He elevated the puck, and Holloway skated under it. If it was, what's the term they use when a quarterback drops it in the bucket?
There you go.
That was a drop in the bucket pass. Oh no,
where he was suited up for the Flames.
Yeah, he did. He certainly rookie games as well, right? Maybe
steal by Draisaitl. He's got the puck at center ice for Edmonton. Right to left over the Calgary line. The Oilers having just killed off a Calgary power play.
I got one right. He's in Cunlin Red Star right now playing in China.
Draisaitl high slot shoots and scores. 4-2. Leon Draisaitl from above the circles beat Vladar cleanly. And the Oilers at the midway point of the game have restored their 2-goal lead.
Which just shows you, when the Oilers have the puck in the offensive zone, let the play-by-play guy go. It was Edmonton throwing it around, and a high C pass, and Draisaitl let one fly. Nurse to Bouchard, gives it back to Leon, walks off the right side half, right into the half circle, and just lets her rip.
Second point of the game for both Bouchard and Nurse. They'll have the helpers on Draisaitl's goal at 10:02.
Players in the National Hockey League this season, Jack.
Here's a steal by Ruzicka. Floats one to the middle. Driving to the net. Around Skinner. Backhander, and that was blocked. I believe Gleason got over to get a piece. Skinner was down and out. Calgary appeared to have a yawning net. Pettersson with some nifty moves. And between Skinner and Gleason, there was a recovery, and it was Gleason. Murney for a clear. Or excuse me, Kane to McDavid, and then back to Evander Kane, skating alone through center. Back to McDavid inside, and that was poke checked away at the last moment by Dewar. Second chance, Connor Brown scores. 5-2 Edmonton. The Oilers stayed with it and given a second chance. Connor Brown fired it home. Dewar originally made a fine defensive play to deny one chance, but not the second. Brown's got a 3-point night.
Evander Kane brought the puck into the zone, and Calgary did a good job on the strip. But speaking of strip, McDavid just, at the end of the day, outreached and outbattled Jordan Osterley and got the puck across to Connor Brown. He's not missing that from there.
So Brown with 2. McDavid a 3-point night as well. And Edmonton, after having allowed Calgary back into the game in the final 5 minutes of the first period, has scored 3 goals in the first 14 minutes of this, the second period.
Playoffs at all 3 levels, okay?
And clarify, you can't do that now. Nope. Oh, off the draw, quick chance. Draisaitl, beautiful no-look to Bouchard, to Jeremy Poirier. And now Hunt breaks in, top of the circles, one-timer Dubé, a bit of a change-up. Skinner made that save. And he's got 16 stops tonight. Nugent Hopkins, a soft chip to Nurse. It's a 2-on-1 with Evander Kane. Nurse to the net, to Kane, one-timer denied. Rebound right back to Nurse. Calgary up through center. Walker Dewar turned it over. Here's Fogle from Bouchard, a wrist shot off the pads of pulling all the way behind the net and dropping it off. Nurse at the horn, a shot that was tipped, a save by Vladar, and that'll be all.
Previous 3 years in the first round. And that's why they went for Reinhart instead of Draisaitl, who was a European playing in the Western League.
Draisaitl dishing, McDavid a one-timer, and that went off the glove. Got it back to Bouchard, then little give and go inside. Solovyov had a chance to clear, did not. McDavid, beautiful no-look. Draisaitl one-timer to save made by Vladar. Third period. Cody Ceci pushed it across to Nurse. Inside, redirected on net by Brown, and a save made by Dan Vladar. 4 minutes gone behind Stuart Skinner, to whom the puck has been a stranger the last 25 minutes of game action. Turnover, Vladar. Wrist shot score of Evander Kane off a brilliant setup. The captain, Connor McDavid, will collect his 4th point. Vladar gave it right to him. That's the guy you don't want to give it up to. And McDavid unselfishly hands to Kane for a gift. Empty netter. Evander Kane with a goal and an assist tonight. McDavid with 1 and 3. It's 6-2.
Those sort of things happen even in the regular season, but it's a tough sequence for the Flames. And Vladar was down and out. He would have needed 3 of himself there to make that stop. I mean, sold out.
He would have had to spontaneously split
Yes.
as if he were an amoeba for a reset for the Oilers, coming left to right. Peterson will shoot it in. Round the boards to Holloway, who scored 3. Centers, one-timer score. LeBlanc able to finish. And Holloway, late in the game, finds yet another way to contribute. This way, doing it with a perfect look to the middle of the ice, and LeBlanc has been around that net all night, Bob. We noted it in the first period, and that time he was set up beautifully and finished for a 7-2 lead.
Jack, when we were in Seattle on Monday night, as you know, Jay Woodcroft put Dylan Holloway and Raphael LeBlanc together with Connor McDavid to start the period, and on a 3-on-2 rush, LeBlanc was served one up from Connor and gave the puck back to him instead of shooting, and he's a shooter.
Skinner makes the save. The time skated off by Brown, and this one is over. Edmonton scores 5 unanswered to close it out. 3 in the second and 2 in the third. And it's 7-2 in the Battle of Alberta. Big night for Connor McDavid with a goal and 3 assists.
The Calgary Flames 2.